You from hillside around the field, overlooking the harbor, and a little piece of haven site, little bit castle, downtown there in U.S. Virgin Island, also in there depicted here in the scenery. Along the field look like back in the day with the mahogany trees, and I think mango trees and mahogany trees line this roadway here. Along the field. You live, yeah. And so I'm going back down memory lane and capturing the, I'm Leon, right? The essence of what round the field used to look like back in the day.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So, who you?
That's the old Denton bar.
Yeah, okay, the old Denton bar there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the old Denton bar.
Yeah,
right there. So this is the old Denton bar. I'm standing here, right? Yeah. And who you know around the field? You we know the Fred?
Jacob Fred?
Jacob Fred?
Yeah, he passed away.
Who else you know?
Yeah, so much. Most of them passed away.
But tell me who you used to know from around the field. Because I know your name again.
Rene Romo, I'm a Romo.
Remo?
Yeah.
So you are, what's the name, brother? The guys who sing?
Hey, Sonny Davis' cousin.
Sonny Davis is married to my aunt, cousin Eldra.
Edwin Davis.
Edwin Davis. He married to my
Eldra down street.
Yeah, down street.
He live up the step.
Yeah.
So what Helen is to you?
Helen, that's my cousin. In fact, we have
What Helen brother is to you?
Parker, same thing. I have to call his father Uncle Baptist.
Yeah, okay.
And the mother was Lita. I'm not sure what her connection was. Her name was Lita. Now, yeah.
This problem is my family.
Oh, from St. John.
St. John and Virgin Garda.
I spent a lot of time. So that's a connection with Sprout from Virgin Garda.
And St. John.
What about the Vanderpool over on
the Vanderpool is from Virgin Garda.
What about the Virgin Garda, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what about the Georges?
I know much about them.
Okay, you know much about them.
No.
Okay, so what about Anagata?
Anagata? I ain't got family in Anagata.
No family there.
No.
So you know Jacob Fred around here. Who else you know used to live here?
I can't remember right now.
Oh, you have a senior moment. So one thing known about Tony still live around here, right?
Tony the fireman?
Yeah.
He live up there.
He live right up in there.
He had a water truck, but he get rid of it.
Yeah.
Lowisito brother.
Lowisito brother, yeah.
They were fireman.
Yeah. Okay. I got you, man. And
Labord, the place right there.
Labord.
Up here, we part the tower them hang out on the line there.
Yeah, right there. Labord.
Yeah, Labord.
Yeah. And then who else who live around here? You used to know.
Not so much people.
I know, but I'm asking you, man. Why, Yeah.
Most of them die out.
Yeah. So we're dealing with specific. One thing what make this place prominent is these mahogany trees, right?
Yeah.
And they're indigenous now, right?
Yeah.
You can't cut them down, right?
No.
So around the field is known for its In fact, around the field have most of the mahogany tree compared to mahogany estate.
Yeah.
Here have more than mahogany estate. You know, my friend, mother used to run a bar here in the name of Daniels. The Daniels, Derek Daniel and Bennett Daniel, they once run this bar here. Yeah. So, the ballpark, okay? I remember as a teenager, right? I worked there with a guy named Roberts, a tall guy named Roberts.
Then Miami had a place down there.
Yeah.
From the,
right.
Park,
yeah.
The human park and the store.
Right. And Roberts. And then you had a guy named Roberts had a daughter, Victoria Flowers, right? A white daughter. You don't know her?
I can't remember.
No. But why they named the ballpark off of Roberts?
His father was a cricket player.
A cricket player, but that's a West Indian.
No, they used to play cricket there.
Oh,
In the field, he used to play cricket.
I didn't know they used to play cricket there.
Yeah, yeah.
So it wasn't baseball that made it famous.
It was cricket and baseball.
And baseball. Oh,
Every Sunday, the field used to be crowded
With-
the jesters and all the jesters.
that's where the name came from, the Jesters.
The jesters were from along the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I always thought the Jesters from Savannah.
They're just a ball team.
Oh, ball team, yeah.
Ball team.
You remember the heyday in St. Thomas when all them girls used to play down Emil Griffith Park?
Yeah.
Name some of them team.
I can't.
Yeah.
Most of them.
The Renettes, they are.
Most of them die.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Most of them move.
You remember Llewellyn George?
Yeah, I know Llewellyn.
Tell me about. He was a good baseball player.
Yeah, yeah.
Where did he play?
I can't remember. I used to go down here
Uh-huh.
when I was small. When I was a little boy.
Yeah, yeah.
In the Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So he used to play right there in that.
Yeah, before they build up the ballpark, it was empty. And when I mean empty,
Yeah.
you could have walk in.
Yeah.
Before they build up the wall.
Yeah. What about Lillian LaFranc? They LaFranc them by the graveyard over there. You know, Lillian LaFranc and her sister was a chicken. I mean, little mighty chicken wing.
I heard the name.
But you no, you didn't know them. Okay. All right.
Well, around here change up a lot.
Yeah, I'm saying the demographic has changed. It has changed rapidly into a different demographic.
Yeah, yeah,
you know what one thing that I would say is I saw in St. Thomas? Abandoned cars.
Oh,
right?
That's ridiculous.
Abandoned cars and abandoned home.
Yeah.
Those are the eyesores when you go into what we call the inner cities.
Yeah, yeah.
The line that is like people in some way they're there, but they're not using them, and they still.
Most of this house in probate.
Yeah, yeah.
In probate.
Oh, that's what it is in probate stuff.
They want one person pay the property tax,
and then
the rest don't want to help them.
Don't want to help them.
Yeah.
And then anytime you try to do something, they come in and do it. Yeah, they're all like that, man. I don't understand the concept. The concept they
But the
just
whole thing changed up wrong.
Yeah. So there was a guy, Baldo Swan. Baldo.
Yeah, I know Baldo.
Yeah, I worked underneath him back in the day. My first job here in recreation was Baldo Swan. He was a light-skinned guy, right?
Yeah, I think his brother is somewhere police or something.
His brother, one of them became a judge, right?
Oh, I know Josh Swan. Yeah, just talk about Josh Swan.
Yeah. But I know Baldo Swan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so what have you seen change in around the field that you never thought would happen?
So much things change.
Like what?
Hey. Yeah. Like I said, the island, this wrong the field got down to the drain. Got down the by the palm maybe had the bad on it.
Yeah.
You are see the garbage on there. Man.
Wow. The nationalists just dumped the garbage instead of putting it in a garbage can.
But instead the garbage pan empty.
They still trade it on the ground.
The sunny little children.
They trade it on the ground. Because you know why, right? Because wherever they came from, that's what they used to do. I saw a lady, I have a lady, instead of her throwing the water in the drain, she'd come out in the street.
And throw it
in the street.
Yeah.
What sense does that make? Dirty, filthy water you throw in the street instead of you throwing it down in a drain so it can go somewhere else. You know who used to do that? Back in the day, it was a Lockett family up on the hill there, right?
Yeah.
They used to have Lockett, Elsco.
Yeah, I know that.
And they used to have Maid, right? Frenchman Hill. We used to live up there, right?
Yeah.
And man, when they let go that dirty water down that drain, man, come across like want to kill you, man.
Yeah.
But you know what's strange about it now? All those families that we used to know, it seemed like maybe they may have sell off all the stuff. I don't know.
And some of them die out.
And then what happened? The mansion demolished.
And there are some mostly up here, you know, the gun.
Yeah, I know the guns. Yeah. But I know Rainbow used to sing. He had some problem in Longmont.
Yeah.
That's your family was selling out some line in Longmont, right?
Yeah.
You didn't get none of it?
Yeah. Well, we probably live up here.
Yeah, yeah.
To the house there.
Oh, you got the house.
My father was Ramon
Yeah, remote, yeah.
from Santo Domingo, San Pedro.
Yeah, that sound like San Pedro where all our people went
to work.
to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandfather went down there too.
Yeah.
He went down to Santo Domingo, but he
Yeah.
never made it back. He went down to Santo Domingo, San Pedro, that's the name, right?
Yeah, San Pedro.
And they never made it back to this part of the
San Pedro de Macorís.
Macorís. They never made it back. But some of the people is coming up now, though.
And most of them.
Yeah.
And
They're coming up. They're coming up.
Most
Yeah.
of them we went Santo Domingo to work from Tatola.
Yeah. Or George Van Dyke's.
The Vantapool.
And the George.
Yeah.
George Van Dyke's too.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Shinnery. And they had a boat. A boat went down and it drowned.
Yeah.
A lot of them drowned and they didn't make it back. One big boat, they said.
Yeah.
Most of the people drowned coming back from Macorís.
Yeah.
And none of them make it back to home.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right, man. You take care.
When you going back?
I'll be back. I'll be here for a while, man.
Okay.
Okay.
You walk by me, I'll be right in there.
Okay, man. Call this place here around the field. This we used to have all the happening place and mahogany tree recreational site. It's called around the field here in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. It's quite a different place now, but back in the day, there used to be a jumping area here. Everything was happening here, but like life itself, things change in a different perspective. But this is round the field here in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. Yeah, round the field by Remote Center here. It's one of those areas to be happening back in the day, but today it's kind of like went into a different direction. But the lady know about this place too. But anyway, this is round the field, U.S. Virgin Island. I'm exploring this place today and capturing the essence of what's happening as we see it as in its transformation here in the U.S. Virgin Island. All right. They call this place here Polyberg. Polyberg. Back in the day, it was Polyberg. All the happening place. It was a distinctive place here to be part of. It's called Polyberg, U.S. Virgin Island. And I'm capturing this moment here because it's significant, because this is called Polyberg Hill here in the U.S. Virgin Island. Come and see it. It's significant because it was one of those places that had its heyday. The Freemans and the different people lived in this place. Polyberg Estate here in my camera. It seemed like my mic wasn't on, but and shout out to Molly there in the distance. So I'm gonna bring my camera here and kind of shoot Charlotte to Molly from this particular area. But this is Polyberg Estate. The crest of the hill called Polyberg. Most of the students went to that school. It's called to excel always. That's a motto. But today I'm capturing the scenery of this particular area called Charlotte Molly High School here. In the U.S. Virgin Island, it's depicted there in my video as I reminiscing of the time being here on the island. It's a quite hot day today, but I'm coming out taking these pictures because it's significant to me. Taking these pictures here of the U.S. Virgin Island and my alma mater, Charlotte Molly, to excel always. To educate and prepare students become responsible. To educate and become responsible, productive citizens, lifelong learners able to function at optimal level in the institution of higher learning, in the career, and in the global society. And it's said to excel always. So I'm standing in front of my automata. Right there used to be the what we call the band, and this is the backdrop of the Charlotte O'Malley itself here, entrance as you go up in there. So you can see this is Charlotte O'Malley grounds here. I was told that this school gonna be tore down, so I'm kind of like capturing my memorabilia of it. Walking down these infinite streets, and I'm trying to capture what I see here. And hence they're capturing all their amenity or everything that I can find that's interested in this place before it's tore down. I have some nice mirror in the wall over there. I'm gonna try to capture that too. This is Charlotte O'Malley out here. Motto, the chicken hawk here that I'm standing in front here. This is a beautiful emblem of a chicken hawk that is an emblem of Charlotte O'Malley High School. If you come to the school, you know exactly what I meant back in the day and still up to today. It's a school that's filled with courage, inspiration, and pride in its students. So I'm going to be walking around this place and capturing what I can find at this particular moment here in Charlotte O'Malley. This is what we call auditorium. The auditorium here in Charlotte O'Malley. It's called the auditorium here in Charlotte O'Malley. I'm like a youngster walking across this avenue here. Still got mango tree and a big flamboyant tree here in the distance here in Charlotte O'Malley. But what I want to capture is that the mighty chicken hawk sign down there at Charlotte O'Malley grounds. The place seems like it's getting ready to tear apart. Loosely things been pulling out. So if you haven't seen it before, you gotta come and capture it because it'll be all gone within a fraction of a second here, a couple years from now. This is Charlotte O'Malley vocational section here in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Island. Just came up here to do some video shoot. It's quite a different place to come and see, but I'm here today shooting here in the U.S. Virgin Island. All right.